Hey, it's Mia.
Hey, it's Kennedy, and this is The Silver Lining with M and K.
Hi,
Welcome back,
guys.
y'all. I feel like I feel like we are seeing each other on a consistent basis now. I'm very happy about it.
Yeah, we are present in your life on a consistent base.
Yeah.
And
We
I'm
have
happy.
an episode coming out. Oops, sorry.
No, go ahead.
We have an episode coming out today. Very excited for you guys to listen to it. I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, well, when y'all be seeing this, it'll probably be like the last episode. But it's...
But it's coming out today, okay?
Yeah, exactly. For us, not you. But you understand what we're saying.
You get it.
Well, technically, I guess it did come out for you.
It did.
This is like interception. Like I'm getting like lost.
You guys won't know about this episode until next week.
Exactly.
But there's another episode coming out today.
Yes, Kennedy explained it. Anyways, today we're doing something a little bit different, doing something a little lighthearted.
I'm a little bit excited, though. Like, I'm kind of scared, but I'm also excited.
Me too.
Tell everybody what we're doing.
So, y'all know that thread, which we're going to call it, Am I in the Wrong? That's what we're calling it. It's Am I, the word that we will not be saying today, guys.
It's
but
AITA.
Exactly. And we are going to be going through, and we picked a few stories. We're going to be reading it, and we're going to be rating, are these people in the wrong or not? Because we have great judgment, right, Kennedy?
Yes, we do. And we've never been on Reddit ever before, and I was, like, low-key scared, because I know there's, like, deep Reddit, and they do some crazy things. Like, they talk about, did they just go into some crazy stuff? But I am glad to be here, and glad to be on this side of Reddit, and answering people's questions from years ago, months ago. I don't know.
Yeah, mine are like months ago. Like the latest one is probably like 2 months or something.
This first one I'm starting with is from a year.
Oh Lord, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, 2 months ago.
But y'all are gonna be gagged. Some of these we chose were like, wow,
what?
Okay.
We haven't read these by the way.
We haven't read them either, so we're gonna read them on air with you guys, and you guys are gonna be on the ride with us. So
exactly.
just follow along if you're ready for some tea.
Yeah. Do you want to go first or me?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay. Am I in the wrong for telling my boyfriend's family I don't want to babysit their kids? First of all,
off the title?
Yeah. My first reaction is no, you're not.
No. Because that's not your kids.
And it's not your job. Let's get into it. Just for context, I'm in a long-term relationship with my fiancé. We live with his parents and his older brother. There are no children that live with us. His aunt and uncle constantly drop their kids off on the weekends for my boyfriend's older parents to watch their children. Often, it is with no regard for them having plans, or will show up late to ruin their plans, or just drop kids off without so much as a warning. Anyways, Wednesday, my partner gets called down by his mother, told he's going to watch his little cousin. A day later, we are told it will be both kids. In parentheses, it was like that from the start. We were told it would be at 12 on Thursday and all day Friday. We wake up at 9 early on Thursday to be ready. 12 comes and goes. It is now 3, and apparently they're shopping. I told my partner they don't respect our time or us. They know if we don't watch their kids, my partner's older father will have to take care of them after working from home all day. Also, if they can shop with their kids, they can find a real sitter. We have heard nothing from them, and I believe they're going to drop them off at like 4, which is wild because the only reason we're watching them is because their daycare is closed and they didn't plan accordingly. I'm a young woman who wants to take my boyfriend out on a date, and we haven't even left for the planned lunch because we're waiting for these kids. His family does not respect our time. They have left their children with me as the only adult here, totally not related to their kids at all. I'm so angry. As soon as they show up, I'll be telling them that this will not happen again. They wasted my time, refused to contact us, and instead went through my partner's mother because they know she will make him do it, and in turn, I will help. They didn't tell us how many kids we were watching, and now I feel like I'm on house arrest because someone else is going to dump their kids on me. This is not the first time we have been pressured to watch these kids, but I will make sure that it's the last. I didn't have children. I'm not being punished for it. Also, I made plans for 5:30, thinking they would pick their kids up at the normal time they usually did for daycare. That's it.
Okay. So I think we already decided that they weren't in the wrong, but now it's like, no, you're really not in the wrong, because it doesn't sound like her issue was initially watching the kids. It sounds like The issue is the family not respecting.
Yeah, their time.
Yeah. Which is really annoying, quite honestly.
I think that if you are going out of your way to do a courtesy, and first of all, I'm a babysitter like myself and I get paid for it. If you're relying on your family, to people who work from home and who are older, to babysit your children and just drop them off, don't give them any like tips. First of all, you're not helping who they are going into the care of, and you're also not helping your own children.
Yeah.
You're giving them no consistency. You're not respecting the time of your elders. Maybe this is how they did it before, but you're the new sheriff in town and you can change it.
Agreed. So you're not in the wrong.
You're not. Just set some boundaries. I think setting boundaries, saying that this is not going to happen again, and as long as your boyfriend backs you up, because there's nothing worse than like you being the one that's like,
yeah, that would be really bad.
Yeah, and then them being like, okay, well, just break up with her.
Yeah, like we don't like her anyways. Like
that's really bad.
Imagine they're like, no, just break up with her.
She doesn't watch my kids. Okay,
that's really bad. But no, it's actually not your job, and I definitely agree with that. I didn't have kids, and it's not your responsibility. Yeah. Like it's really not, because I feel like a lot of times, even like mothers and their like siblings, like I mean not mothers and the siblings, like mother and the other children. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like they'll put it on the other children, but sometimes it's like, okay, but if they have plans, like you cannot make them cancel their plans to watch your kid. Right. Like I disagree. I would never like ask my kids to do that, because it's not your child. I know it's your brother, but no.
Yeah, if you were in the family, if you were married, if you were like established, you were only the girlfriend, not just like demean your place because you're watching their children.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, I wouldn't even feel comfortable like, oh, like this is my brother-in-law's girlfriend and she's just gonna watch the kids the whole day. I don't know them. Why are you putting so much stress in someone so young with no childhood experience with children to watch your kids and then getting upset? That's just, you are not in the wrong.
You're not in the wrong at all. We completely side with you. Okay, this is mine. Am I in the wrong for leaving my sister in the hospital while she had a stillbirth because I had to do my MCAT?
This had me gagged, y'all, because this is the first one that we saw. And I was like, oh, wow.
So off the title, I'm going to go with yeah.
It's just a shocker from jump. Like,
yeah, it really right is. It really is, because I haven't even read the story, but I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't leave. I don't think I would leave.
I don't think I would either. I think you're in the wrong.
But it's a tricky line. Okay, let's read it. My sister Mia, literally my name. This isn't me about me, guys, I swear.
She loves her sister.
My sister Mia and I are usually close, but this is really causing some issues. I don't think I did anything wrong here, but I don't even know. I like some third-party insight. Okay, blah, 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 we don't care. Mia had a high-risk pregnancy and some other issues, and she eventually had to get a C-section a week earlier than expected, and the baby was born stillborn, which is terrible. I had my MCAT the day Mia had delivered. She told me before that she wanted me to stay with her. We talked before they took her in, and she was a screaming, crying mess. Wait, this is so sad. I ended up leaving since I had my exam early morning, and I came back to the hospital as soon as I finished, and I did hear the awful news that the baby was stillborn before the exam, but I didn't go then. So a few days had passed, and Mia's super pissed at me, saying I ditched her during the worst time of her life, and I told her I was really sorry, but I had to do my MCAT. I know she's going through a really difficult time, and she completely went off at me, saying I could have just done it another day and thought some test was more important than her and her baby's life, and that I deserved to fail.
That's really like bitter.
Mia is saying that I'm selfish, and at the least I could have just gone to the exam directly from the hospital and stayed with her the rest of the time. A lot of extended family know now, and some are saying what I did was terrible. My mom agrees with me, but is saying just let Mia be because she went through a trauma.
Okay, wow. I still think you're in the wrong.
You know what? Okay. You came back, and
okay, but didn't her sister say that she wanted her there in the first place?
She did.
Before the baby had passed away?
Oh, that really hurt. Before she knew. And it's like you knew that the baby was stillborn and you still went to your exam. I don't know. She did.
Even if you knew that your sister was going to give birth, take your MCAT another day.
Yeah, even if it was stillborn or not.
For those of y'all who don't know, the MCAT is... Side note, I feel like Do y'all think that we're Southern? Like, we have Southern accents?
We probably do.
We probably do,
Yeah.
like slight ones, and we don't even realize it. But I feel like for those of y'all who don't know, we're a little bit Southern.
We do say y'all. Wait, what the heck?
But the MCAT is a medical board licensing exam that is like one step closer to becoming a doctor.
Yeah.
And it's not something, it's a very, very, very important test, but it's not something that is like one and done. Like, this is the only time in life that you can do it. Most people take their MCAT multiple times, so maybe not showing wouldn't be the best luck, but you're still showing up there for your sister. Like, the MCAT is a very big deal. I'm not trying to minimize it, but it's just really bad all around, and it shows that you're like putting your career over your sister, especially even if the baby survived. Why wouldn't you want to be there for like your niece's birth? You know what I mean?
don't know. Me personally, I probably would have just rescheduled the exam and been like, hey, because I feel like the people would understand, hey, my sister went into labor, like,
and the baby didn't survive. People aren't like heartless,
right? I believe that you are a little bit in the wrong.
Yeah,
I don't think that you're entirely in the wrong, but you're a little in the wrong.
I think that honestly would have hurt her more. Like, it would have just been icing on the cake, for her trauma. Like, to be like, oh yeah, my sister didn't come.
And she
like,
specifically
oh yeah, my sister wasn't there for me.
Yeah, I think it makes it worse because she specifically said, hey, I want you to be there. And then you weren't there. It's not like she was like, didn't say that and you just weren't there.
Or maybe you were going in to take it and you didn't know. Like, that's really not your fault. But you going, knowing that your sister's going through this traumatic thing, everybody wants to be around their family, and I feel like you just disrespected that. It's bad.
Yeah.
You're in the wrong.
Yeah.
Next. Am I in the wrong for lying to family and friends about who's the infertile one between my wife and I?
When she said this, I actually gagged too. Because I was like, yes, you're in the, yes. I don't even need to hear it. Because I promise you, if you were the infertile one and you lied to your whole family, being like, no, actually she's infertile. I feel like infertility, like, that's such a, like,
it's such a
that's so, like,
subtle, very fragile topic, and
it really is.
And to lie
about it
shows, I just feel like it shows that, like, you're insecure with your own body. You don't want someone to think that you're the one that has something wrong with you. Well, which is almost even more hurtful, that you want your family to think that about your partner.
Exactly. And that you'd rather put it off on her when it's you. And they're going to be like, why would you marry this woman that, you know what I'm saying? Because you know, a lot of people, they're like, oh, you're not, like, they don't perceive a woman as a woman if she can't.
Okay, let's get into it. My wife and I, both 32, have been married for 7 years and have been having unprotected blank for 3 years, trying to have a baby, fill in the blank. It has taken a toll on our marriage, and I admit that many times I've complained to family, friends, and coworkers about my wife's infertility. Wow.
Oh?
You have complained to your... This is such a personal thing.
Oh my gosh.
You've complained to your family? Imagine complaining to your mother that you're what? That's awful. You're just awful. Okay. What I thought was my wife's infertility. Maybe it is because we live in Utah, but whenever the idea of us being infertile came up, people just swarmed in, giving my wife recommendations to fertility specialists. The talk was always, oh, my wife saw doctor whatever, and we ended up having twins. Or maybe your wife is just too stressed out. And I believe that my wife contracted tuberculosis when she was 20 and volunteering in another country. Her primary care physician, who she saw when she was back home, just flippantly told her that TB could affect the genital area and prevent her body from housing a baby, but obviously he said it in medical terms. We finally found a doctor who straight up told us that there was nothing wrong with her fallopian tubes or her endometrium. She suggested I get tested to see that I'm not the problem. The verdict comes back that I am the one with very low sperm count. I was so shocked and went to get another opinion, which told me the same thing. I felt so shaken, and because a lot of people knew about our struggles, they also knew we went to a doctor again. At a family and friends gathering, people started asking me about what we found out, and I just panicked and said that my wife's tuberculosis was most likely the cause, but not 100% necessarily. People saw that as my wife being the problem, and somebody even suggested I go with divorcing her since I was 32 and complaining about being childless, saying I could be a dad within a year since it was a short marriage. This just gets worse. What I did not realize was that my mom and aunt would jump on the suggestion and start telling friends and their kids that I was getting a divorce and that it was my wife's fault because she shouldn't have been so reckless when she was young. Oh my
It's
God.
literally your fault.
What was worse was some people thought it wasn't even a tuberculosis, but a bacterial genital disease. This all got back to my wife through a friend, and
Oh.
she's furious. She said that she cannot believe I've been painting her as a problem when she wasn't even the problem, and that she was tired of the pitying and disapproving looks she was getting in our small town, and that I need to set the record straight, or at least tell everybody to shut up and that we're not getting divorced. Am I in the wrong? I panicked and felt like I didn't completely lie because tuberculosis could be exacerbating our problem, but my mom really screwed things up by making it malicious. Now I'm in over my head and feel really bad.
Please tell them. And even if it is part of the problem, can you please say that you're part of the problem as well? Like, I think that's so...
There's so many things we have to break down.
Yeah, you put her in that position. What is wrong with you?
First of all, you saying that you have complained to family, friends, and coworkers about your wife's infertility before you even knew if you were the one who was infertile.
Exactly. And why are you complaining? I don't know. Like, I feel like that's such a private thing, and I'd be
is.
so
And
mad.
infertility is both of y'all trying to have a child, not just her trying
Yeah.
to have a child. Why are you so angry with her?
Yeah,
When it's
exactly.
your fault.
It's literally your fault. Okay,
Oh my
okay.
God, this is really bad.
Maybe it's not entirely his fault. I'm not going to put it entirely on him either, but it's both of y'all in this together. So the fact that you're like pinning it on her and be like, man, because I'm just imagining what complaining is. You didn't even use the word like talk to about or confide in. You use complain. So clearly you see it as a problem, and you're
Literally.
like, oh, like that would make me so mad.
No.
That would
this
hurt
is-
my feelings.
This is not even like, I would just sob. I would just start crying.
Right.
Why would I even want you to be the father of my children when you're the one who would take the blame? If anything, you would be the one to say, I am the one who has a problem if your wife can't handle it. But instead, you're such a coward. That you literally
Exactly.
put it on your wife and said that, and your mom said that she should have been more careful contracting a disease in another country.
Shouldn't be so reckless. You know what? I feel like a good husband would say it's him even if it's not him.
Literally, that's what I'm saying.
Because if you think, like, actually, seriously, because if everyone's shaming her and whatever, like, a good husband wouldn't want you to go through
and
that.
also, the people around you saying that your wife is the problem, and someone suggested that he should get a divorce.
If you don't,
No. You're a product of the people that you're around, and we can definitely see that.
yeah.
Why are we getting so angry?
I don't know, because that's so rude, and I feel so bad for her. And the fact that
I
her
really do,
response was to tell him to set it straight, or at least say that they're not getting a divorce. If you don't divorce him,
Okay.
it's extreme.
One thing you
but-
can do. He has to make like an apology video, like a YouTube apology video when people do wrong, and
Yes.
send it to all your family and say,
Put it in
I'm the
the
one with the low
Facebook
sperm
group.
count. Put the data on the screen. Show them that you were the one in the wrong. Apologize publicly to your wife and the rest, and like to the fertility clinic, to everybody for what you're doing. Or
No,
she
literally.
divorces you because she's so fertile and so healthy. She goes and has a baby, and you are left with no children.
No children.
No.
You are in the wrong,
This
sir.
is so bad.
You know what? I thought that the title made me mad. The story made
it just
me
gets
mad.
worse and worse. Now I'm in over my head and I feel really bad. You should.
I'm sorry. You should have felt bad the second that you said it. Why'd you even see it? I mean, why'd you even say it?
Some guy said, you are in the wrong. This is not your mom. I mean, she's awful, but so are you. And you did completely lie, all to protect your fragile ego. You owe your wife an enormous apology, and you should in person tell every single person you lied. But of course you won't.
But
People are really putting it all out there.
I'm not gonna lie. That's so valid, though.
Okay, someone else said, you're basically blaming your wife for the fertility problems from the start. Literally, and you don't even know. You have never defended your wife from the bad comments that your friends and family have made. After finding out that the problem is you decided not to take responsibility and not to be honest, but continue your lie by making excuses that it was a moment of panic. I hope your wife divorces you. She deserves a husband who does defend her and love her.
Please. Like, actually, no, seriously, actually.
For God's sakes, you have a low sperm count. It happens.
Like, it's
And there are ways you can still father a child, but you've left your wife exposed to lies and character assassination because your pride has damaged. Shame on you.
Shame on you. You know, okay, this is something that you can't come back from. Just do the steps that Kennedy said, make the apology video, apologize publicly to your wife, to everybody for lying, and explain that you have a fragile ego and that you were so scared and you felt so less of a man that you couldn't say it. I'm couldn't glad say it's it.
You. Because anyone who throws their spouse under the bus like that would not be a good parent. Are you an absolute idiot? 3 years and you didn't get tested sooner. For 3 years you blabbed about your wife's problems and it never crossed your mind that it might be you who might be the issue there? You are the biggest a-hole imaginable. She needs a new husband. This one misogynistic and stupid.
Oh,
they're more brutal than
no, they're
are.
Actually eating him up. No,
you're pathetic.
You're pathetic. Somebody. No, this is actually kind of mean. I kind of feel bad now.
Men and their egos. Jesus, you are in the wrong. I wish your wife would divorce you so she can become a mom. Wow.
Okay, but when he typed that up there, he knew he was in the wrong. Like, I don't even know. Why did you even put it up there? Like, you know you're in the wrong.
How are you going to explain it when you get divorced and they see her around town pregnant with her new husband's baby in a few years?
You know what? I actually want to, I want to update. Did they get a divorce?
I really do.
Because if they did, I really want her to find, a man that would not do that.
Find a nice, beautiful man who's fertile, okay? And who can give you a baby, and then you just walk around town and shove it in your ex-husband's ugly face.
Because it's literally his fault.
Sorry.
Okay. Let's go to the next one.
Let's
this one's
move on.
A little bit shorter. I don't know, why does the age matter? This person's 27. Their girlfriend is 24.
Yeah, they did that
His
too.
girlfriend has been working on a visual novel game as a side project for almost 2 years and recently finished it.
Wait, what's the caption?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Am I in the wrong for not wanting to play a game my girlfriend created?
It's kind of bad.
So, off rip, yes. I feel like yes, because why would you not support her? What is men and not
supporting their... Okay.
So, back to what I was saying. Working on a visual novel game as a side project, almost 2 years, recently finished. She wanted me to play it, but I initially declined since I'm not into visual novels or reading long stories. But after she begged, I gave it a try and played for a good 15 minutes. Now, I can tell she put a lot of effort into the writing and the art, and it was a good start, but I got tired of reading and stopped. She asked what I thought of it and eventually wanted me to finish it, and I told her what I thought about the choices and the endings, but I told her I had no plans to. Plans to finish it, I'm guessing. She looked shocked and asked if it was boring. I told her no, and it's just that I'm not into this type of genre, and she knows that I'm not into reading, but she asked me to make an exception this time since she made it. I got upset because I think she's being childish and wants to blackmail me into doing something I don't want. After I made it clear I wasn't continuing, she hasn't talked to me. I already know that she is talented and smart. So just because I don't want to play it doesn't mean I don't support her. Some of my friends agree that she's being immature, but the others think I should be more supportive. Am I in the wrong?
I think you are in the wrong.
I think so too.
This is something little.
It is. It's just a game.
She wants you, you can tell that she's put a lot of work into it. So even if you don't like it, why don't you just say, hey, babe, that was really good. I'm really proud of you. It's not my cup of tea, but I think someone else will find it, really enjoyable.
Yeah, and also the fact that she knows that you don't like this. She just wants you to try it out. And she's like, hey, can you just... I feel like the nicest thing you can do is do something that you know you don't want to do for her. That's showing that you care about her.
Just an act of kindness.
Exactly. And then also, if your friend, one of your guy friends made this, you'd be all over it. He'd be all over it, Kennedy.
Literally, let me check it out, bro.
I'll check it out, bro. Give me a sec.
So good.
Exactly. So why can't you do it? Because she did it. That's so mean. Especially she's worked for 2 years, Kennedy. 2 years on this. And I'm guessing she did the art and the writing. So she did all these visuals and everything. I'm thinking about everything that it goes into making a game. And you literally played it for 15 minutes.
Literally.
2 years. And you only played it for 15 minutes. You're
awful.
In the wrong.
That's so awful. And she should find someone who really supports her. If this is something as small as this, then what if she gets a new job promotion because you don't like the job or you don't find interest in it? You're not going to support her through it? I feel like it just comes from a really selfish lens.
Yeah, exactly. It's really not about you. Because you know what? If my husband, maybe it's because I don't like doctor stuff. the medical, like, that's not really me. Like, I don't really like surgeries and everything. Like, that's extremely scary to me, quite honestly. But if that's the field that my husband was in, like, I wouldn't not support him just because I don't like it. I wouldn't not be like, oh, you have this, like, let me go to this event, like, to celebrate you. Maybe you got promoted, maybe whatever. I'm not gonna be like, oh, like, I just don't, you know how I feel about, like, blood. Like, you know I don't like blood.
You know how I feel, so I can't come.
Can't come. Sorry.
What if, like, if my boyfriend was into coding, I know absolutely nothing about coding. I would literally try to learn, because you learn that you try and understand the interests of your partner. Like, you... Enough said. Get a man that supports you, please, because he actually low-key sucks, and you are in the wrong. So please go play your girlfriend's game. I feel like writing this, you usually are.
You're in the... You know that you're in the wrong. Why are you writing it down?
You usually are. Okay. Yeah. Am I in the wrong for backing out of paying for my sister's wedding dress over a joke she made? Okay, so off rip, I'm going to go with no, you're not in the wrong, because jokes like that, I don't vibe with things like that. I really don't. I would say if it's like a joke where it's like kind of lighthearted, I would say it's fine. If it's a joke where it's like touches on something like really personal to you, back out.
And especially, okay, it doesn't matter actually. If it offended you, I'm assuming it offended you and she doesn't care. Yeah. Then back out. Like, who cares? And the joke is in quotation marks, by the way.
Yeah, it's like, it seems a little
like
passive aggressive.
Yeah, like there's some underlining meaning here.
Okay, I had an incident on my wedding day back in 2017 where my former fiance abandoned me and ran away with his pregnant mistress.
Wait, stop. Go back, because
we're gonna say this one more time.
What the heck?
Because I just wasn't expecting her to say this. This is stuff that's in a movie, y'all. I had an incident on my wedding day back in 2017 where my former fiance abandoned me and ran away with his pregnant mistress.
Oh,
that's a lot of damage. That's really bad.
Did she make a joke about that? Oh my gosh.
No, that's really bad.
Context.
That's so personal. That's so sad. I would actually be so embarrassed and like never want anybody in my life to talk about it again.
I'd be like, guess that didn't happen. Okay.
You'd be like, I don't like that baby.
I would cut out every single thing. I would get rid of every picture.
Every picture,
every single thing.
I would
that does not exist.
Charge everything to his card, all that non-refundable stuff. That's going to you.
Yup.
Let me send y'all a little congratulations on the baby.
Yeah, and I'd probably I'd eat the entire cake. I don't know. Like, there's no way that you're sitting there on the thing and he runs
all of your
away.
Stuff. Oh my god, y'all! I read a book. It's called Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. And she found out that she was getting cheated on with her friend. Like, it was her husband and her friend. This is what she did, y'all. Give me 1 second. I'm going to read it, okay? Okay, so all credits to Abby Jimenez. I just read this. She said she poured glitter all over the house. Okay?
Okay.
5 gallons
his house?
of it. Their house.
Okay.
I put it on the blades of the ceiling fans, too, for later. I got a ladder, and I took so much of it, I poured it up there, so when they turned on the fan... She stole the microwave plate and the light bulb out of the fridge. She took the lid for the blender and the oven mitts and the garage door opener, and she untuned his guitar and tore at the last 5 pages of the book he was reading.
Ooh.
She put red Kool-Aid in the shower head and peeled the labels off of all the canned food, and then put raw shrimp in the curtain rod into the curtain rod on the window next to the bed.
Oh my god.
And they had to replace the carpet because they couldn't get the sparkles out.
Did they turn on the fan?
I'm sure that they did.
Oh, that's really bad. I feel like some of those things are like long-term inconveniences.
Yeah. So I would do this if I was ever cheated on. Just little inconveniences that make them like really regret the day that they cheat on me.
The microwave plate? Like, what do you do?
The oven mitts. You put your food in the oven
and you're just like,
get it out.
Like, that's, and then how did you put shrimp in the rod? Like, that's like,
I've seen people put shrimp in the vents so that it'll light bulb in the fridge so that when you open it, it's
just dark. Like,
you took the lid for the blender so you can't use it.
Like, no, because some of these things you literally cannot replace. Like,
the garage door opener.
Like, then
and stuck. Tore out the last 5 pages of the book he's reading. He'll never know how it ends.
Oh my gosh,
that's really good though.
That is kind of good.
Took the labels off all the canned food, so you have no idea what you're eating.
Yeah, literally, you just have to donate it. You have to just donate it at that point. Because
It'd
what
be
do
Russian
you
roulette of like green beans.
do? Yeah, like,
Or, like soup.
are these the green? Like, you're like shaking it, trying to hear, knocking on it. Is it the green beans?
Oh my god. Okay, let's get back to it.
Okay.
Ran away with his pregnant mistress. That image, those details are forever engraved in my mind, and I'll never forget how I felt that day. Aw, I want to like hug her.
I know.
This was truly a turning point in my life. My family has always been there for me, so I kept close to them. My younger sister is currently engaged, and her wedding will be in a few months. She's struggling with money, so I decided to help her and her fiance pay the wedding dress. This allowed her to be able to buy her dream wedding gown that cost $7,000.
Wow.
It's a lot for a dress, and she literally cried because she wanted it. I'm sorry, y'all. When they have typos in this, I have to read over the typos and explain it to y'all, so just bear with me. This happened a few days before we agreed to go buy the dress. We were eating dinner at my parents' home, and my cousin and aunt were there. My aunt was asking my sister about the wedding, and my sister said that everything was going according to plan, and then casually laughed and said, "Let's just hope he won't run away with a pregnant mistress or something on our wedding day."
I knew it.
I literally called it. I was blown away. She laughed, and my aunt laughed too, as if this was a joke. She was basically mocking what happened to me in my wedding. It happened so fast I got up and started screaming at her, calling her an idiot, and my parents asked me to take it easy. She said it was a joke and started screaming at me for calling her an idiot. Oh, wait. I just read the same sentence over.
It's okay.
And she didn't think I'd react so intensely. My aunt remained seated, and my cousin asked me to calm down and drink some water, but I grabbed my stuff as I was getting ready. I told my sister she was getting $0 for her dream wedding dress and walked out. I heard loud and commotion as I walked, and my dad and cousin followed me outside trying to talk, but I asked to be left alone. Me and my dad spoke and saying what? Mia, like,
what? My and dad.
Guys, this is like bad. Me and my dad spoke. My dad was saying I was too harsh on my sister as a joke and said that I know this is how she is with her dark sense of humor. They said she's been crying after I decided to back out of helping her and said this ruined her wedding. They want me to reconsider my decision since it might damage my relationship with my sister, but I refuse. Did I react? Information. It's my aunt that would usually bring up what happened time to time and say stuff like, if what happened didn't happen, you would have at least 2 kids by now. Or do you know what day it is? It's your wedding anniversary. It's harsh, but she stopped doing it anymore. Maybe my sister's being influenced by her, but still. It still hurt the same and more coming from my own sister. That's it.
You're not in the wrong. I don't think that it's your money. So quite honestly, I don't think anybody can tell you what to do with your money. It's a $7,000 dress, and I don't know how much that you were paying for it, but I feel like that's not something that's funny. Like, I don't, and especially I feel like when it's one of those things with like humor, you can make a joke about it. I don't think that she should be making a joke about it, and especially if it hurts you that much, and it's your sister, so she probably knows that. Yeah. And you're making a joke in a public setting, not just to you. She made a joke to somebody else.
To your whole family.
Yeah. Like, it's funny. It's not funny.
And I think that if my sister is paying $7,000 for my dress, best believe I'm keeping quiet.
Yes.
Hey, do you need anything? Like
it's on
I'm not making jokes about trauma
at all.
Why would you even test the waters if she's paying $7,000 for your dream dress? She's being so sweet. This day, in general, probably causes so much, like, triggers for her.
Right.
It's probably so triggering to her, thinking that, oh, like, this brings back memories of what she's doing. And so she's being a good sister, trying to be there, literally giving you financial support. Okay, so this is what some of the comments said. They said, let's all joke about someone's trauma, then get mad at them when they react exactly how you expect them to react. Someone with trauma to react.
No, this is actually so valid because, like, first of all, nobody can tell you how to feel about absolutely anything.
Literally.
So it doesn't matter if it would have offended me, if it would have offended her. It matters how it made you feel.
That's literally in such poor taste.
Yeah.
Are you dumb? Like, why would you insult your sister who went through this traumatic experience,
right,
and who was paying helping you with a $7,000 dress, and then get upset?
I think that's honestly the cherry on top. I think it's first, why would you joke about your sister's trauma? if that's clearly not something that she thinks is funny. She's not joking about it. You're joking about it to other people. Why would you do that in the first place? Second of all, why are you doing that when she's literally doing something so nice?
Literally
for
helping you in such a hard time.
Terrible.
Someone else said she was crying over her dress. She should have been crying with remorse for how she hurt you.
Exactly.
You're not in the wrong. All she cares about is her day and her dress and your wallet. Tell her to pound sand. If anybody in your family cares, tell them the same. Tell them that in 10 years, if she's matured, she can sincerely apologize. You might forgive her and might consider a nice anniversary gift if the marriage lasts that long.
Ooh.
Burn.
Okay. I'm gonna read my next one. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Am I in the wrong for telling my best friend his girlfriend is disgusting?
This has to be really far.
Off rip, Kennedy, how do we feel?
I think if this was your boyfriend and I had to say he's disgusting,
He
it would
had
have
to
to
be
be really
disgusting.
far. That's really harsh.
I mean, did he say it too? No. Telling my best friend his girlfriend. Oh, so you're telling your best friend this. I feel like, are you in the wrong? No? Yes?
It's better saying that directly to him, but it's also really harsh. I just feel like it's harsh. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about it. I think I need more context.
Yeah.
We agree? Okay. I've been friends with Danny since high school, and he has recently moved in with his current girlfriend, Lucy. They had a housewarming party on Friday, and Lucy spent most of the night dancing with her own friends who are very like her, excitable introvert, I'm stuttering. Just that's not the point. Friends who are like her.
Bear with us.
And dragging Danny away from his conversations with us, his friends, to dance even though he's more like us, introverted and not party animals. Okay, so I guess what they're trying to say is Lucy is spending the time with her friends, which they're very extroverted, whatever, and she keeps dragging her boyfriend, Danny, his best friend, away from...
Wait. This is so confusing.
I know. I don't understand why this is a key element of it, but so they're saying the housewarming party, right?
Okay.
On Friday, specifically. I don't know why that matters, but it was on Friday.
They're so specific.
Don't forget it was on Friday, guys. Okay, so Lucy, girlfriend, disgusting one, clearly. She's dragging her boyfriend, Danny, the best friend. Understand? Are you following?
Yes.
Okay. Dragging him away from the conversations that he's having with his friends to go dance with her extroverted friends.
Okay, what's her name again? Annie?
Lucy. Yes.
And the guy's name is Danny.
No, the boyfriend?
The boyfriend.
Yeah, the boyfriend is Danny.
Okay, and the best friend is...
The best friend... Oh, wait. The best friend is the boyfriend.
Okay, so the other person... Okay, keep going.
Yes, it's I, which is
Are you doing a good job of explaining this?
I don't know, guys. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say.
Basically, Lucy is really rambunctious and really extroverted, and she's taking her boyfriend Danny away from his friends.
And that's how, and so the narrator, me, in this situation is upset. Scenario. I was like, why was I saying two things at once? Anyways, shut up, guys. Later, Danny was being quiet, so I asked if he was okay, and he just said he was tired. And he just kept watching Lucy dance, and then said something in her ear the next time she came over, and she just shook her head and laughed at him. After she went back to her friends, I asked if it was bothering him how she was behaving, and he asked for me to explain. I mentioned the attention-seeking dancing. Oh, shut up. Oh, shut up. God. I mentioned the attention-seeking dancing and the fact that she was wearing something really revealing, even though other guys were at this party. Danny said it didn't bother him and then sat with a moody face. Let's wait. Let's wait. No, let's wait. At the end of the night, Lucy sat down with us and started chatting nonstop about how amazing the party had been. I pointed out jokingly Danny obviously wasn't enjoying himself and said since he looked miserable. And Danny told her I was worried he was jealous because of her outfit. Lucy ruffled his hair, which he hates. Do you want to date him? Like, I'm so confused.
This is the most confusing one that we've done so far. I literally don't understand any of it.
No,
is this like a trope or something?
No, wait,
like,
I understand. Hold on, wait, let me finish reading it, and then we'll
explain
go
it, because
back.
I don't get it.
Wait, this is so funny. Okay, and said he was quiet because he loved her outfit so much he couldn't wait for us all to leave so he could drag her to bed. What the heck?
My God.
I thought it was I thought it was completely inappropriate, and said to Danny in the case that I'd leave if she was going to be that disgusting, and Lucy just laughed at me, so I did leave. Today, Danny messaged me saying Lucy wants an apology before I'm allowed back into their home. But when I asked if Lucy will apologize for making me uncomfortable, he said no, she doesn't have anything to be sorry about. I was genuinely only worried about my friend, but admit I could have just left it out calling her disgusting, so am I in the wrong? Okay,
wait, why should she be in the wrong though?
Okay, so he's saying that she's in the wrong for wearing revealing clothing, even though there's other guys at a party.
Okay.
Her party, their housewarming party.
Yes.
2, why is he buying a house with a girlfriend? I feel like getting an apartment. I don't know.
Dragging.
Oh yes.
Him away.
Dragging him away, and also, dancing, attention seeking, and making him uncomfortable by making a comment about how Danny's excited to like he loves her outfit so much that he wants everybody to leave.
So Lucy should apologize for Danny saying that?
No, Lucy said that. The narrator, wants Lucy to apologize for the attention-seeking dancing, the outfit, and making that comment.
Okay. But, so Danny didn't make that comment, or Lucy made the comment?
Lucy made the comment. Because the reason why Lucy made the comment is because the narrator had said something about her outfit, and then she said it was like, oh, Danny loves it.
Oh, he can't wait.
Yeah, exactly.
I got you.
So, first of all, I have a problem with you. Whoever wrote this, I have a problem with you.
Because you're not my dad.
Attention-seeking dancing? She can't dance with her friends at her house? Huh?
That she bought with her money?
Exactly. I'm confused. I don't know what kind of dancing she was doing.
Literally.
But quite honestly,
unless she was like gyrating, like,
yeah, like, like, I don't know what she was doing. I don't know what she was wearing, but quite honestly, listening to this whole story, you sound like you're making a whole lot of comments about a relationship and about things that have nothing to do with you. Yeah. And you're making it have something to do with you.
I think you're a little bit bored.
Yeah, like, I don't know, get a life.
I was expecting this whole thing to be about, like, hygiene and her, like, not taking showers and then, like,
me too,
leaving her house trashed. Not about her doing what she's doing.
Exactly.
Like, okay, maybe the comment is a little, like, forward, a little out there, but she's still in her house. She's still with who's supposed to be her boyfriend's friend. She should be comfortable, like, in her own place to be able to do that. And I feel like you're just making a mountain out of a molehill. Like, it's really not that big of a deal. Look at the comments. See what they say.
Yeah, maybe that's what I need to look at.
Because I feel like it's just really not that serious. And maybe if it was anyone, the boyfriend would be the one who would be like, hey, I really didn't like that you were so, like, open about that part of our life. Or, like, or maybe I wasn't happy with you taking me away from my friends. Or maybe, like, I wasn't happy with the way you're dancing at this party. Like, the boyfriend would say that, not you.
Exactly. This is exactly what I was saying. Somebody said, just say you want to date Danny and be done with the jealousy. That's what I'm saying. You sound like you want to date him. Like, what? And then this person said, girl, what? I'm sorry, but that's such a hateful way to talk about someone's girlfriend for just having fun. She was literally doing nothing but minding her business and having a good time, and you had to hate on her for it. Which is so valid.
Really? Like, it's not that big of a deal.
Like, exactly. And said to add, Danny was uncomfortable because of the way that you were acting. You cannot, like, you were speaking for him in a lot of things, and maybe that's not something you want your girlfriend to do. She's not your girlfriend. If Danny's okay with it and your best friend has not said anything, who said that you could?
Justice for Danny.
Like, quite honestly, because it seems like in this little paragraph right here, like, at the end of the night, how you're having that conversation, you're speaking for Danny. Danny never said he was uncomfortable. Danny never said he had a problem with what she was wearing.
Danny never said he wasn't taking her to bed. Like,
exactly. Like, so what? Like, do you want to be with Danny? I'm so confused. I don't understand. I don't know. You're in the wrong. I don't care. I thought at first you weren't in the wrong. You're definitely in the wrong.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be something different.
I did too.
We'll see. Okay.
Thank you guys so much for listening.
This was really fun. I want to do this again.
Honestly, this was actually kind of fun. Let me know if you liked this kind of style of podcast, because I had a lot of fun making it. Right.
So let's get into the outro. Thank you guys so much for listening to our podcast. We have over 25 listening platforms for you to listen. So if you're not listening at any of those places, you have no excuse but to listen. We have a TikTok at The Silver Lining with MK. Be aware, guys. We are going to start posting content on TikTok just of us. You can see our faces. Because if you don't know us, you haven't seen our faces. You can see our faces, see our day in the life, see our content, see how we record the podcast, all of that good stuff. On YouTube, we also have all of our episodes are going up today on the
Well,
podcast.
not today for you, but today for us.
Yes. Yes. They've already been out, okay? They are already out when you're listening to this. So go to our YouTube at The Silver Lining with M&K, and you'll just get YouTube recordings if you want to listen in that manner instead of on whatever platform you're listening on. Give us 5 stars. If you don't, you're weird. Give us a raving review. If you don't, you're also weird. Do you have anything else to say?
Comment down below if you like this style, and comment down below how much you love us and how good our judgment is, because we're just fantastic
People, yeah.
Honestly, give us a courtroom. Maybe not. Maybe it's a little
Give
far.
me 30 bands.
Oh.
No?
No, that too.
I was like,
Give me a 7,000 wedding dress.
Yes.
And I will not make a joke.
Pay
about
for
your
my
trauma.
$7,000 wedding dress. I won't bring up how your
Husband
they cheated on you and then got someone else pregnant.
Oh my gosh, that is so bad. And I would never leave my sister. My sister, if you're listening to this, I would never leave you for an MCAT.
I would never watch somebody else's kids that ain't mine.
It ain't mine. Well, you know what? I would. I feel like I'm a nice person. I would do it. Just don't respect my time. Hello.
Infertility.
Yeah, that really made me mad.
No, I'm just kidding. I would watch your kids, but not if you're ungrateful.
Yeah, not if you don't respect me. No. Okay. Anyways, kisses, guys. Love you so much.
I hope that you enjoyed this episode.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.